My name's Althouse. I'm here with American Musical Supply. So I began my guitar playing experience on a classical guitar I received from my uncle, who let me take it home from Miami on a vacation where we visited down there, and it was like the most special thing to me because with the acoustic you really can hear all your mistakes. You can also get inspired in the moment, just grab the thing and go without having to hook anything up. But I naturally did also tend towards like this punk rock movement that was going on back in 1994-95 in the alternative music scene, and just to get those monstrous guitar tones, the power chords that I've been chasing, that was really my inspiration in getting into electric as well. But they've both played such a huge part in my life that I probably play them both equally the same. What drew me to the Fender Stratocaster would be just the variety of sounds you can really get out of that. Even just the colors that Fender Strats could come in, it was like candy to me staring at Fender guitars in general. And the Strat was just kind of the poster child of what they did. They're mass production guitars, but yet they allow an individuality to shine through no matter who the player is. You can get a sparkly clarity out of a single coil pickup, but when you put some overdrive on there, it can really scream and do a lot of damage. My influences range from starting out, probably Green Day. When they burst on the scene in 1994, it was big for me because I saw them play at the Woodstock '94 festival, and people are slinging mud at them. It was just that whole rebellious nature of it all, and this punk rock vibe. The guitar is really blazing loud, but yet a lot of very good musicianship if you listen to their songs, and that really carried over into a classic rock love too for people like Hendrix and Clapton, Led Zeppelin. Those are some big influences on me as a guitar player. Our band, Independence Drive, we kind of came out of the shell of a four-piece band where you had two guitar players, and I had found myself writing guitar parts for the other guy and also creating rhythmic things for myself or solos to play. Now once we got into the three-piece, I really truly believe it opened up a whole new expansion to the band. Oddly enough, it was addition by subtraction in our case, and the band has come a long way since the days of kind of like the more alternative pop style we were playing. I think it was more of like a punkish sound, and now it's really graduated into a more mature, layered approach where I just love the fact that we have three slices of the pie, in myself, Ryan, the drummer, and Wayne, the bass player, and that we each have our own section, sonic territory to cover, and that any audience member can really hear one of us stand out at any given time. And I think together we make such a big sound for three guys that's what keeps me wanting to come back and continue writing original music and performing live. Our music is kind of an amalgamation of funk and groove, but really mixed heavily with rock drums, rock guitar, even some reggae tinges and melodies as well. It really can't be classified as just one style of that. I would say my tone is sparkly in the cleans, very spanky when it needs to be, and definitely fat. Especially playing single coil pickups, I think they can tend to get lost and sound very brittle if you don't have the right EQ on your amp. I also roll off my tone control for the bridge pickup to get a much more full sound, a lot of bite, and that's really where I'm looking for the searing leads that I sometimes do in solos and whatnot. So when I'm in the studio, I end up playing practically the same gear that I would play on stage. What I find is there's a reliability there and a comfortability there. My tone will be the same throughout as far as I can tell, really. I've actually been an AMS customer for quite some time, since I can honestly remember getting into guitar, opening up the AMS catalogs in my activity period and circling the instruments that I wanted to get and all the amps that I had my eyes set on, all the American-made stuff I couldn't afford at that point, and it's just a very fond memory of having that catalog, the tactile version of what you're going to get in your hand, and dreaming about the day you can take it home. I choose AMS because of the quality of the customer service. They're always willing to get you what you need. And they're very professional staff, courteous in their customer service. And I also love the fact that they carry all the name brands that I'm looking for, and I'm sure many other musicians are also looking for and inquiring about. They just have a great reputation as a solid musical sales company, and I love shopping with them. My name's Althouse. I'm here with American Musical Supply, and I caught my break at AMS.